Back to another video. Toby, if you are watching this video, don't worry, this level 69 video is coming at. I just need to upload the previous videos first, so then I can get everyone up to date on this secret backroom stuff. And this is actually generally decent. Kane Pixels has got me addicted to this Is this SCP or is it Creepypasta? I don't know. Can somebody let me know, Toby, if you are watching, can you have a look for me? Because this is generally interesting me.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over what I think are the top 5 scariest backrooms creatures. Actually, you know what? 5 isn't enough. Let's do 7. So these are the 7 scariest backrooms creatures in existence. Some of these I've covered in my Backrooms Creatures Explained series, but I haven't covered...
I looked for his playlist, he's only got 1 now, and it's the 4th part. I'm a bit confused on why that happened.
Number 1, that's for sure, and it's terrifying. So yeah, let's get into it. At number 7, we have the Skin Stealers. Yes, this is pretty low on the list for how creepy they are, but it's still terrifying nonetheless. Skin Stealers, aka Entity 10s, are huge humanoid creatures that wear the skins of their victims as a disguise. They feed on humans when they're in their hungry state.
Right, just to make sure I understood that. I know what what they do is in the name, obviously, but do they wear parts of their victim? Like, will they steal, like, part of the arms? That's actually a messed up thought, and I don't even want to finish that sentence. But you guys know what I mean.
And they can even mimic the sound of humans speaking to lure you closer. Additionally, they have clear blood, so this is the only way you can tell if they're human or not. But if you're not sure, you can always just cut whatever you see. If it bleeds clear, it's a skin stealer, but if it bleeds red, it's a human. If it's clear, you're done for if you're that close. So you've got a big, tall creature with white eyes and human skins wrapped around itself. Nice. That specifically only eats humans and kills you by ripping you in half with their bare hands. That's terrifying. Also, they're mainly located on...
Mate, the Skin Stealers go have a day with Satan in if anyone's seen my Fallout 76 videos, you'll know that Satan in T60 power armor is the most terrifying thing ever. Like, seriously. He can literally fly. I mean, there's this Fallout 76 jetpack glitch. I don't know if the videos have been removed due to some reason or it's been fixed, but there was a glitch you could do where you could endlessly fly. I'm not 100% sure because it was patched quite early on when Fallout 76 first came out. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this.
The first 4 levels, so you might see one right off the bat if you no-clip into the backrooms. Nice.
No.
Next up at the...
Fuck you, bitch. I better not get copyrighted.
Next up at the 6th spot, we have Stranglers. Of course we do. These things live only on level 58.
Oh no, please don't strangle me. Every kinky fucking weeb out there. Yes, strangle me, mummy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Literally, any weeb ever will either say step on me or strangle me. I'll just be watching there going like, fucking idiot.
1, and they hunt during the level's blackouts, which is when the lights go off. Obviously. They're 8 feet tall bipedal beasts that are really furry, and they have a huge beak thing on the front of their face, and they use it to crush bones and eat flesh. Okay. Their hands are these snake-like appendages that they can constrict around their prey's necks at will in order to strangle them. That's where they get the name from. Their feet kinda look like hooves from real life, but instead of making that click-click sound like normal hooves do, Stranglers' feet are spongy and make little to no noise. So when a blackout starts on level 58.1, these things creep out of the shadows and slowly and quietly walk through the dark rooms to find anything to eat. Also, they literally eat each other sometimes, so add cannibalism to the list of creepy things about them. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind why these things are on the list. In 5th place is the Dentist Entity. These things are humanoids that look like melted humans with a bunch of excess flesh on them. They have teeth and jaws and gum tissue all over their bodies as well. When they walk, they leave a slimy trail behind and they smell like a decomposing corpse. Yeah, gee, I wonder why. They're very hostile, and if they even see you, they'll start to pursue and walk towards you. The only good thing is that they're pretty slow at the start, but that kind of makes them scarier in a way, I'm not gonna lie. And they use this slowness as a deception sometimes, because when they're about to pounce on you, they get this huge burst of energy so they can run at you really fast, and it catches you off guard. When they do catch you, they'll pin you down and take your teeth and gums away while you're still alive. Ew. Also, the gum tissue on their bodies is infected and is growing mold. I just thought you should all know that. So this thing's a flesh blob that wobbles around and pounces on you and rips out your teeth and gums before eating you. Fun, fun, fun. Fourth is one that actually might surprise you, and it's Wretches. Now hear me out before you comment, oh, Wretches aren't that scary. I put these on here because this is something that can happen to anyone if they're not careful in the backrooms. Like, some of the entities on this list are only on certain levels, so you can just avoid them if you want to. But these things live on almost every level, and it's impossible to avoid them. If you don't know, Wretches are like zombie creatures that were once humans. The humans transform into the Wretch through something called the Wretched cycle, which is when a human doesn't get enough food, water, or sleep, and this happens faster if they're isolated. It's almost impossible to completely stop the Wretched cycle, which makes it even creepier, so it's like almost a death sentence. These red zombies have inhuman strength and speed, and sometimes even hunt in packs and wield weapons. So these are pretty much visual representations of...
Right, so since they're like zombies, if anyone's ever seen any zombie movie ever, they'll know that there was that one female character that goes like, don't kill my friend, please, they're fine. No, they're not. Literally, if I start turning into one of these, I'm just going to ask one of the lads to put a bullet in my head, because there's no stopping it. I might be able to delay it by a couple of hours, but pretty much, by the sounds of it, once it happens, it's no stoppy, so you might as well just put a bullet in somebody's head. Diego or Texas will most probably not even hesitate. Satan as well. But I would hesitate if it was one of the other lads.
What the backrooms can make you feel like in your head. And that, along with the reasons I said earlier, is why Wretches take the number 4 spot. Plus, they just look terrifying, people. Come on, get with the program. Third on my list is Bone Thieves. Bone Thieves are huge, fat, yellow blobs that have impenetrable skin. Their eyes are located on the inside of their mouth, not their heads, and they leak blue liquid from holes in their head. If that doesn't sound creepy enough, they can also debone something just by looking at it. I mean, literally, rip their bones out of their body.
Hang on. They're able to disgust people so much that they can... Okay, so we have basically the equivalent of Medusa. Don't look at her, just spray random... You know, liquid silence? Use that shit on them. Or the almond water.
Without even moving them. They just disappear. Nice. Bone Thieves can also mimic any noise of anything perfectly because of their extremely advanced larynx. Once the Bone Thief literally just teleports your bones out of your body, you'll fall completely limp, and then it will extend its neck and slurp you into its mouth, and then swallow you whole. Nice. This one is third because of how dangerous and creepy it is. I mean, this thing can literally teleport your bones away without even touching you. Like, that's terrifying. The only good part is that they're mostly stationary and can't chase you, but still, like, imagine turning a corner and then just going limp. Nice. In the second slot,
Oh, wait, no, so, okay, right, it's anti-Medusa. If it sees you, you're fucked. So, I remember. Right, okay, I've got it. Brit, have a mirror with you. Because in the second Harry Potter movie, Hermione starts telling in the books, she doesn't do this in the movie because she dies. Well, doesn't. She gets paralyzed or whatever. Basically, she started using a mirror to go around corners, which worked because she only got stupefied or frozen. I can't remember the words, but she got that instead of actually getting, like, frozen or dying.
Put memory worms. So memory worms are these huge lamprey worm-looking things that have these gigantic teeth that spiral down the entire...
It's like the fucking worms from King Kong. Like, you know, the one that had Jack Black in it when they fell... The fuck was that? When they fell down that insect pit.
Length of their body, they have literal metaphysical abilities. that they use to hunt and kill prey. When the memory worm is hunting something, it subdues that thing by using illusions, which are based off of that person's memories. So they can literally make a person see whatever they want and lull them into a false sense of security. Like a memory worm could make you think that you were at your house on Christmas morning and you would see everything just like how you remember. Nice. The only way to stop an illusion once it starts is with almond water and a ton of mental willpower. Memory worms are pretty slow, but that literally doesn't matter when you aren't moving, because in your head you're just laying on a beach because they're making you think of your beach memories. Like, that's crazy. They eat their prey whole, and once they digest you, they give birth to your remains, and then they form into wormlings or memory facelings. That's disgusting. A giant worm, huge teeth, can control your mind and your memories. That's second place material right there. I'm sure you're asking yourself, Brugly, how can it get worse? Oh, it can. And finally, number 1 is the creature that I have not covered.
Right, so you want to know how I would deal with those giant worms? Right. Have literally no sanity, so they can't, so their memories can't deceive you. And if you're saying, oh, that isn't, yeah, well, guess what, knobheads? I changed the rules. Literally, that's why I get kicked out of, like, so many groups, because I literally change the rules of whatever. But seriously, they always say, oh, have the best sanity you can have. Well, nothing bad can happen to you if you're already mentally disabled. If your sanity is already gone so badly that you're insane. Like, seriously. Why is it the only one... Somebody has to explain it to me if I'm getting this wrong and I'm just killing everyone who gets stuck in the backrooms. But as far as I'm aware, if you're mentally unstable, you're going to be able to protect yourself more, because you will not be... You're literally on the verge of being killed every day. So you'll be ready for anything.
On my channel before, which is surprising, and it's called a Phobic Centipede, or Entity 134. Their best physical description is that they look like a shadowy outline of a centipede, a giant one at that too. They're huge. They live in the darkest spots on seemingly random levels, and they can communicate intelligently with anyone in any language. Every attempted picture of the creature has extreme glitching and distortion on it, which makes it pretty impossible to get a good look at it. These creatures are very, very hostile, and they wait for wanderers to pass near them. And when someone does, they project a picture of a loved one from that person's life onto their own body, kind of like a TV projection. They do this to try to lure the wanderer.
You fucks! They actually have a strength over me. I've had a lot of heartbreak and all that in my life, so these phobic centipedes would be able to control me. Although the rest of the lads wouldn't, because they have never had loved ones. So, yeah.
Into the shadows. And it works out all the time, because how surprised would you be if you saw a picture of someone you loved and you were...
To be honest, well, if it was a loved one, like family or friend member, I go like, hang on, you're not here. But if it was somebody I was in love with once, like dating-wise, I would instantly fall... I'm weak in that sense. Family and friends-wise, I'm strong. Like, relationship-wise, I'm weak as fuck.
Stuck in the backrooms. I mean, you'd probably walk towards it. When a person does walk into the shadows, the centipede will use human arms. It has 2 human arms, and it will use that to pull you further in. And this is the point where the psychological torment will start. This thing will literally induce sleep paralysis and make you go through your worst nightmare. It tells you things like you're never going to escape, and it even makes you see your biggest fears. And the whole time it's doing this, it's quietly laughing and giggling. Nice. Bro, if a giant centipede grabs me, makes me not be able to move, and then puts a gigantic spider in my dream, I'm just giving up at that point. But even after this stupid creature is not done yet. It sometimes will let you get up and run away just to chase you, like some sick game. Yeah, okay. The centipede has this black fog that floats around it too, and it has knife-like fingers and claws, so it can just lacerate.
This thing plays with its food. That's the stuff. It's like the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. It didn't kill because of it was hungry. It killed for sport.
you if it wants to. It's also got around 12,000 small centipede legs and 2 huge human arms. The head on the centipede can either be a normal centipede head or it can be a female's head. And the head is always smiling, which is weird. It also has pale white eyes. But the creature can actually change its own head to look like anyone from your life too, which makes it even more real. Nice. They could literally just change their head into the head of your mom and you would walk towards them. I mean, why wouldn't you? These things are sadistic for no...
Yeah, nah. If it was my mum and you wouldn't catch me slipping it. If I was down there and I knew where my mum and dad were, like literally, I'm still on a phone call with them. Imagine that. I'm still in a phone call with them because some of these backroom areas have very strong Wi-Fi signals. So literally, I could be in a phone call and I go like, Mum, I can see you right in front of me. What the fuck? And then the centipede just changes its face mid-thing and I go like, "Get it, bits!" And you just leg it.
A reason. Also, I want to point out the first encounter with one was when Meg workers saw one crawl out of a grave saying, quote, "Come here, sweetheart, grandma misses you." Then the workers saw a wanderer run towards the creature because they thought it was their grandma, and then it proceeded to eat that person whole. Nice. And that wraps up the list, and now I'm going to go into some honorable mentions before you start furiously typing away at the ones that I missed. Honorable mentions go to skin givers, denizens, redkins, and partygoers. So yeah, if you were about to type, "You forgot skin givers," or any of the ones I just said, yeah, get destroyed. Well, that wraps up the top 7 scariest backrooms creatures. In my opinion, you can have a different one, I don't care. If you think that any other creature should have been on the list that I didn't mention or give an honorable mention, leave in the comments below and tell me why. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I said it backwards. Get destroyed. I'll see you later. Peace.
Well, as Brugly said, yeah. So several of those I would be able to take care of, and the last one maybe not. The second one, possible, but the most scariest, nah. I'd have to be extremely in lucky circumstances to be able to take it on, but yeah. I'll see you guys later, and remember, fucking backrooms are weird.